Good morning, aloha. Welcome to Live Yoga Channel. Come on, roll out your mat. Let's get started. We are here live in the living room, headquarters, Live Yoga Channel, Manoa. We appreciate you hopping on with us. We appreciate all the new live subscribers been hopping on for these live classes. It is a pleasure to share with everyone these sacred practices. We're grateful for our teachers. And mostly we are grateful for our breath. And this practice brings us directly in contact with the breath as our guide. So let's remember the breath as the guide. As we come to a comfortable seat, we can relax the shoulders. And just soften muscles in the face. And rest the palms, turn to face up. If you want to close the eyes, now's a great time. Opening meditation. Take the awareness to the nostrils where the sacred breath enters the physical body. For now, let's just witness and notice exactly where we find the breath. Simply becoming aware of our breath and breathing brings us deeper in our awareness. Internal awareness increasing, tuning to subtle vibrations and connection. Softly open the eyes. We can start this morning with around a pranayama. Kapalabhati is a forceful exhalation through the nostril. The belly button will press back towards the spine on the exhale. Inhalation naturally follows. We can work together at my rhythm without any stress on your end. Take an inhale to begin. And let's get started. Exhale, 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 exhale. Continue. Exhale, 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 exhale. All the breath. Inhale, half lung of air. Can swallow and hold the breath in. Drop chin to chest, pull shoulders to ears, engage the perineum like you're keeping yourself from going to the loo. Kumbha, breath retention. Holding the breath in without any tension. Slowly release the hold, slowly release the breath. We'll do a second round of Kumbha without any tension. Inhale. Hold the breath. Chin to chest. Gaze into the center of the mind stuff. Engage the holds. Slowly release the head, holds, return the breath to normal. Allow the eyes to come open, head remains center. Yoga for the eyes, moving only the eyeballs. Take an inhale. And the exhale, look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, center. Another inhale. And the exhale, look far right, far left, far right, far left, far right, far left, center. Inhale, exhale, look down, far right, look up, far left, look down, center. Inhale, exhale, look down, far left, look up, far right, look down, center. Instead of stretching the eyes, let's focus the eyes. Right hand comes up. Shoulder height, not too high, fingertip in line with the eyes. We'll bring all of our focus to the fingertip, and without blinking, slowly bend the elbow. Fingertip to nose, no blinking. And slowly extend the finger back out. Gaze beyond momentarily. Trata-kam. Once again, focus to the finger. Slowly bend the elbow. No blinking. Slowly extend the finger back out. Gazing beyond. And a third time, focus to the finger, move slowly. Deepening concentration. Slowly extending the elbow back out. And let's release the hands, release the gaze. Palms together here. Then rub the palms. Bring a little friction in between the palms. Build some heat. Prana, vibration, and then slowly palming of the eyes, right palm, right eye. Left palm, left eye. No light coming in. Bathing the eye sockets with fresh life force energy. Resting these precious eyes. Rods and the cones, the retina. Slow down the breath. Slowly release the hands. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms. You can lift the arms up. You need a little side body stretch as the arms extend up overhead. Please find it. Sit bones stay down. Palms are extending up in the direction of the ceiling. Elbows are straight if possible. We'll move to Ujjayi breath. This is the sound of the ocean waves. Air passing the epiglottis in the back of the throat. Slight constriction in the back of the throat. Inhaling and exhaling. You can do an audible exhalation if you'd like. And slowly release the hands. Back of the right hand touches. Yoga for the hands and fingers. We'll turn the palms down. Interlace the fingers. Roll the arms in, up, and over to your degree of flexibility. Stretching into the wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Continuing to breathe. And let's slowly release. Same thing on the other side. So left comes over right. Find your interlace. Roll in, up, and over. Keep that smile on the face as the stretch extends up in the direction of the shoulders, down through the elbows, wrists, and into the fingers. Slowly releasing. Taking your time, following your own path in the warm-up. So ahead, extend the legs out in front. Yoga for the toes. Sit bones are down. Lift the long spine, can lift the chest. Right leg's coming up over the left now, interlacing the toes. Oh, you're gonna squeeze the toes first. Okay, Shelly, thank you. Squeeze the toes for 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold. And now we'll go ahead and take the right leg up and over the left. Interlacing the toes here. I was so excited to get this one started. See where we're at today. Maybe 1 toe, fantastic. 2 toes, amazing. 3 toes, beautiful. 4 toes, perhaps, maybe a 5th toe. Wherever you get, let's squeeze the toes, activating the nerves of the legs all the way up into the sciatic nerve. Squeezing the toes for 3, 2, 1, and release. Left over right, interlace. Pinky toe, 2nd toe, 3rd toe, 4th toe, and the big toe, if possible. If not today, maybe next week, maybe next month, maybe next year. Squeeze the toes for 3, 2, 1, and release. Yoga coming into the ankles now. We'll extend forward, release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold. Clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. We'll come up into the knees now. Sit bones are down, lift the breastplate. Opposite elbows grab and gaze forward and rotate for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch legs. Ground the seated leg, lift the opposite, lift the chest, and rotate for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and release. Come all the way up to the front of the mat. Yoga into quads now, big muscle group. Right heel comes into the perineum. Left leg and foot come back. Take your time listening to your body. So moving into a stretch here. Body weight comes backwards and into the hands. You can come to one hand, perhaps to one elbow. Keep the front knee and the front hip down. To your degree of flexibility, continuing to breathe as we go. If you've got the privilege, you can lay the top of the head, perhaps spine all the way down. Feeling flexible, you want to extend the arms up and overhead. Please do so. You can grab opposite elbows. Go to where your breath will allow. 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Elbows to the earth. Spine up. Switch legs. Left leg in. Right leg back. And to our degree of flexibility, everyone's moving at a different speed here. Perhaps the elbows, and that's plenty. Big front side opening in the leg. Like to lay my top of my head flat, and then roll the spine. Reaching up for grabbing each other's hands or grabbing opposite elbows. Laying the spine flat with the right knee down, right hip down. Slowing the breath down, listening to our bodies. Elbows back to the earth. Coming all the way up to a standing position. We'll meet in standing pose. Feet together. Fingertips face down. Pull the shoulder blades back. Let's go ahead and soften the gaze. Close the eyes once you've found your balance. Visualize our personal relationship and connection to the beautiful star that lights up our universe, the sun, bringing life force energy freshly to the planet, to all the people on it with each passing day. So grateful for this amazing sun. You can visualize a beautiful sunset. You've seen saffron glow going down on the horizon and just lighten up the sky. So grateful for this amazing sun. We'll move together 12 poses. Surya Namaskar, salutation to the sun. Let's allow eyes come open. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, hands heart level. Inhale, the arms come all the way up and overhead. Feet are down, arms are up, chest can lift, gazing up. Exhaling breath, hinge from the hips if possible. Bend the knees if you need. Fingertips are in line with the toes if the knees are bent. Perhaps you have the privilege to press the palms to the earth. It's the first stretch of the morning, the afternoon, depending where you're practicing here, but first stretch of the practice, so take your time, continue to breathe. Key to this pose is our breath. Slow down the breath and breathing. Backs of the legs are pressing evenly. Tailbone lifting to the skies. The weight of the head hangs heavy. Forehead in the direction of the shins. Again, if you have the privilege, you can press the palms to the earth. No overstretching. Bend the knees. Send the left leg back, left knee down. Ashwashan Shalanasana. Lift the chest, breastplate moving in the direction of the ceiling here. Hips are sinking down, arms pulling down with gravity here. Palms can open as the arms and shoulders peel back. Gaze comes forward, and to your degree of flexibility with a smile on the face, you can look up, continuing to breathe. Let's place the hands in line with the front foot. Turn the back toes. Step back. Parvokonasana. This is mountain pose. Hands and feet shoulder distance apart. Spread the fingertips and press the palms into the earth. Inner elbows drawn towards one another. Chin dropping in the direction of the chest, making some space in the shoulder blades. Engage Uddiyana Bandha, the belly button lifting up towards the ceiling, tailbone coming up with it. Body shape's like a V here. Backs and knees are pressing back evenly. Heels are pressing down to the earth. Perfectly okay if the heels don't touch the earth. See if you can press both heels down evenly. You've got the privilege to have the heels on the earth. You can lift your toes off the mat. Parvokonasana, mountain pose. Back to your next exhaling breath. Let's take the knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Ashtanga Namaskar. Heart right between the thumbs. Elbows up, shoulders squeezing together. Extend the chin slightly forward. Buttocks is up. 2 feet, 2 knees, chest and chin. 2 hands on the earth. Once again, audible inhalations and exhalations. Ujjayi breathing. And let's point the toes, hips down. You go to Bhujangasana Cobra by pressing the hands. Or if you get a neck or a back injury, you can bring the elbows in line with the shoulders for Sphinx pose. Either way, we're lifting the chest, shifting the gaze towards the ceiling. Soften the buttocks, point the toes. Sphinx or Cobra. Place the hands in line with the shoulders. On an exhaling breath, tailbones lifting up towards the heavens once again. Come to meet in Parvokonasana mountain pose. In the west, we got this same pose. We call it downward facing dog. In the east, the Himalayas, the yogis refer to this pose by the shape that it creates in the body forming in a V, looking like Mount Everest. Pressing evenly into the hands, evenly into the heels. Tailbone lifting up towards the heavens. Left foot forward, right knee down. Ashwasana Shalanasana now on the other side. Sink to the hips. Peel the shoulders, let the arms drop back. Lift the chest. Lift the gaze, head and neck to your degree of flexibility. Start to look up. Front knee coming towards midline, back knee in contact with the earth, back foot pressing to the earth. Continuing to breathe. Place the hands in line with the front foot. Right foot forward on an exhale. Backs of the legs once again, straightening perhaps. Body moving through some blockages here already, starting to warm up. Perhaps the legs are straightening, lengthening the muscles of the rib cage to drop the trunk a little further. If you can do that, perhaps you can press the palms to the earth. Perhaps if you've got that privilege, bend the elbows and start to pull the body slightly forward. Slow and steady breath. Press the feet, palms together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands heart level. Release the palms to the sides, and we'll do Surya Namaskar, the salutation to the sun, embodying the characteristics of the sun here on the other side. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, rise up. Let's move with breath on an exhale, hinge and fold. Place the hands, right leg back, right knee down. Inhale, lift the chest. Place the hands, exhaling breath. Mountain pose. No breath, knees, chest, and chin. Send the heart between the thumbs. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale. Let's try Cobra, press to the hands. Hips stay down, point the toes, look up. Turn the tops of the toes. Exhaling breath. Mountain pose. Right foot forward, left knee down, inhaling breath, Ashwashan Shalanasan. Lift the chest, look up, place the hands. Exhaling breath, left leg forward, release the head. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands heart level. Beautiful. Release the palms to the sides. Close the eyes and outward senses momentarily. Gazing inward to reflect upon the beautiful moon. We're in the dark side of the moon. We're grateful for the phases and our human relationship to the moon, affecting the waters of our body, similarly to how it affects the tides of the rivers and streams and the oceans. Same thing happening in our human aquarium, body and the brain made mostly of water. So grateful for these moon cycles and phases as it travels with us on a daily basis here on planet Earth. Let's allow eyes to come open, changing only fourth and ninth postures. Chandra Namaskar. Take an inhalation. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Let's take a few breaths in the forward fold, deepening perhaps the stretch as the forehead comes in the direction of the shins. Tailbone lifting up towards the ceiling. Weight coming slightly out of the heels as the backs of the legs are straight. You begin to press those palms or bend the elbows. And again, the key to the pose is our breath. Bend the knees, send the left leg back, left knee down, hands come together now at heart level on an inhale. Arms coming all the way up and overhead. This is Chandrasana, the crescent moon position. Front knee coming in towards the front line, midline. Press the back foot to the earth, sink those hips a little further. Similarly, lifting the chest, and now the arms are pulling up towards the heavens. Keep breathing with a smile on the face for 3, 2, 1. Place the hands, right leg back, mountain pose. Engage that Uddiyana Bandha, the root lock, lifting up towards the heavens once again. Help that V shape evolve. Spread the fingertips, press the palms. Press evenly to the heels. And again, if you've got the privilege to have the heels down, you go ahead and lift the toes off the mat. Keep breathing. No breath. Knees, chest, and chin at the back of an exhale. Send the heart to the thumbs. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale. Cobra. Press to the palms. Soften the buttocks. Keep looking up, lifting the chest. Turn the tops of the toes. Roll the spine back once again. Find ourselves in Parvokanasan, mountain pose. Long spine here. Tailbone lifts. Heels press. Left foot forward. Right knee down, hands heart level. Inhale, arms all the way up. Crescent moon position. Hips are sinking, arms are lifting. Different side of the body, going to have a different response to the shape. Continuing to breathe here. Lifting the chest. Press that back foot to the earth. Keep the front knee moving towards the midline. Careful not to let it splay out to the sides. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Hands in front. Exhale, right leg to meet the left. Once again, we're in a forward fold. Slow breath. If you've got the privilege to have the palms on the earth and the elbows bent, you can try and turn the palms around, fingertips towards the heels. Allow that to be a tool to bring the front side of the body even closer to the thighs and shins. On palms together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands heart level, release the palms to the sides. We'll do Chandra Namaskar on the other side. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Right leg back, right knee down. Inhale, Chandrasana. Place the hands. Left leg back on an exhaling breath, mountain pose. No breath, knees, chest, and chin, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, mountain pose. Right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, Chandrasana on the other side. Place the hands. Exhale, feet together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands heart level once again. Release the palms. Close the eyes. Let's take an introspective pose. Noticing the beautiful beating of the heart. It's a signal of life. You can feel the vibration of the prana flowing through the bodies. Maybe tingling in the fingers and toes. The capillaries are vibrating. Similarly, up in the skull, you can feel the vibration, the movement of fresh prana and life force energy. So grateful for these practices, for bringing our attention on the amazing movement of prana through the body. Allow the eyes to come open for our first pose. This is Uttanasana, chair pose. Feet stay together. Arms are going to come all the way up and overhead. Palms can be together or apart to your degree of flexibility in the shoulders. Take an inhale. Look up without keeping the head center. Keep the head center and look up. And then on an exhale, let's sit the butt and tail back. This is chair pose. So play with the weight slightly in the feet. See if you can bring the weight into the heels a little bit. Buttocks comes down, natural curve in the low back. Once again, the gaze is up towards those fingertips. Elbows are straight, fingers are reaching. Sit down a little further. If you've got the privilege, you can lift the toes off the mat. Breathing deeply for 5. Sit down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll do Dvika Asana. This is the double angle pose. Feet are together. Interlace the fingers. Roll the palms away. Open the shoulders. Take an inhale. And on an exhaling breath, hinge and fold the body forward. Back to a forward fold. This time with the arms reaching up to the heavens. Forehead in the direction of the shins. Eyes remain open here for balance, please. Play with the weight in the feet once again. Bring the weight out of the heels slightly. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Breathing slowly for 3, 2, 1, and release. Palms to low back. Inhale, let's rise up. Exhale, hands come together at the heart. We'll continue with the chair series. Twisted chair, bringing some life force energy into the stomach. Take an inhalation. On the exhale, sit down in a chair, left elbow to the right thigh. Hook it. Palms are in prayer position, head and neck turned towards the side wall. You can look up towards the ceiling for a moment. Belly button is down and across the thighs. Keep breathing. If you've got the privilege, you can look down towards those toes. Release the left hand in line with the right foot. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling, opening the chest, head, and neck to your degree of flexibility. If you'd like to go for your bind, please do so. For 3, 2, 1, and release. Coming all the way back up. Do the other side. Energy coming now into the liver. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale. Button tail back, right elbow across to hook the left thigh. Palms remain in prayer position, head and neck can look down for balance, or if you need, come over If you've got the privilege, you can look towards the side wall. Knees stay together. Belly button is cross the thighs. If you've got the privilege, you can release the hands. Right fingertips in line with the left toes. Left arm up to the ceiling. Keep stretching, twisting, gazing up towards the ceiling. Like to go for your bind, please do so. Bringing the left hand to the low back for 3, 2, 1, and release hands to heart level. And release the palms. Take a step back. We've done the chairs. We can go ahead and do the table now. Inhale. Arms come all the way up. And on an exhaling breath, hinge and fold the body forward to your degree of flexibility here. We're going for flat back with belly up. Elbows are straight, fingertips reach. Line of energy from the tailbone out through those extended fingertips. Gaze can be down in front. A few feet out in front of you. Weight slightly out of the heels. Continuing to breathe. Building heat and prana in the body for 5, 4, 3. Straight arms. 2, 1, and release. Palms at heart level. Can bend both knees momentarily. Lift the right leg. Straighten the right leg. Straighten the left leg. Gaze down. Balance pose here. If you've got the privilege and no injuries in the shoulders, go ahead and extend the arms all the way in front. Press out through the rear heel. Once again, straight elbows. Even if you can straighten for just 1 moment, that's fantastic. Keep breathing for 5, 4, extend, 3, 2, 1, and release. Hands to heart level. Right leg's coming all the way up and through. Can smile at the shake in the leg. Back of that right leg coming parallel to the earth. Maybe today, maybe next week, maybe next year. Keep lifting for 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's try Vrikshasana tree pose. Standing left leg is firm. Right foot's going to come into the inner thigh. You can glue it there. If it doesn't make the thigh, go ahead and pin it to the calf. We're not going to pin on the side knee because we like the integrity of our knee. Send the right knee back now. Standing leg is firm. Hands are at heart level. Gaze can be down for balance or out in front. Keep listening to your body if you'd like to extend down from those roots and then up through the fingertips. You can extend the arms up overhead. Again, yogi's choice here. If you want to lift the arms, palms together, make a mudra, release the arms, grow a flower. This is your tree. Keep breathing for 3, 2, 1, and hands to heart level. Release. Shake it out. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Good shake. Balance pose to begin. So hands come to heart level. Energy into the right leg firmly. And left leg is coming up and back behind us. I like to say we will pendulum forward here until we come parallel. Keep the hands at heart level, or if you've got the privilege, you can extend them out in front, making a line of energy from rear heel out through extended elbows and fingertips for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Hands to heart level. Left leg all the way through, lifting that heel all the way up, smiling at that shake in the hip for 3, 2, 1. Release. Again, either to the calf or to the thigh or perhaps to the floor, that's okay. Standing right leg, key to the pose here. Once we've got the connection, engage the thigh, the standing leg, and press it into the foot. You should feel that connection point. Then take this left knee back. That'll help deepen that connection, hands to heart level. If you're not already there, you can extend down through those roots and up through those branches and flowers. You've turned into a tree. So find your perfect expression of the tree pose this morning. Keep breathing for 3, 2, 1, and release. Shake it out. Come up to the front of the mat. Wherever you want actually is fine. We'll come wide. Pinky toe edges of the mat are all the way to the side, and then arms are up overhead. Swaying tree. Right hand's going to grab the left wrist. Take the left hip out, and then pull. Right hand pulls left shoulder over. Right shoulder slightly forward, and gaze in the direction of the left armpit chest. Swaying tree for 3, 2, 1, and release. Same thing on the other side. So left hand grabs the right wrist, right hip goes out, side body stretches. Keep pulling that left arm, pulling the right arm with the left shoulder forward. Gaze into that right armpit chest for 3, 2, 1, and release. The hands to the sides, feet now hip distance apart, about 5 inches. Big toe mounds right in line with the inner hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades, take an inhale, exhale. Fold the body forward, move into Padahastasana, hands to feet position. So if you need to bend the knees, that's fine. Put your hands back behind the calves. Great modification for those that are deepening in their flexibility. For those that are already feeling flexible, place the fingertips under the toes, perhaps the toes in line with the center of the palm, perhaps toes coming all the way into the wrists. Straightening the backs of the legs here to your degree of flexibility. Lengthening the muscles in the rib cage as tailbone is lifting towards the ceiling. The forehead comes in the direction of the shins. Key in the forward fold once again is our breath. Slow down the breath and breathing, please. Slowly release. Peace fingers grab to the big toes. Straighten the backs of the legs. If your hands are back behind the calves, keep them right there. Belly extends, chest extends, and then head and neck are going to extend and look forward. It is a back bend for the upper cervical. So gaze can come to where the floor meets the wall in front, perhaps right there. You've got the privilege. Keep looking up, maybe the middle of the wall, maybe all the way to where the wall meets the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, and release. Place the hands, shoulder distance, step back. Parvokonasana, mountain pose. Find your breath. Bend the right knee, press the left heel to the earth. Bend the left knee, press the right heel to the earth. Extend both knees, both heels pressing evenly back now. Right heel is going to stay down, left leg is lifting up towards the sky. Straighten the right elbow, press the right heel once again down to the earth for 3, 2, inhale, lift that leg a little bit further, and exhale. Left foot all the way in front, outer edge of the back foot turns in, 10 degrees, maybe 20 degrees. Keep sinking to the hips here. In preparation for our warrior series, this is going to be Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1 position. Hands come together at heart level. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Right shoulder coming in line with the left. Sink to the hips. Front thigh moves in the direction of the parallel. To the earth. Back foot, pinky toe edge. Grabbed onto that mat. Right hip. Shine a flashlight forward for 3, 2, 1, and let's transition. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2 position. Probably got to make a little space in that back foot. Open up those toes slightly, slink to the hips. Nice opening in the hips. Gazing upon the front fingertips. Palms can be up or down. Active in the back leg, active in the back arm. Smile on the face, warrior 2 position for 3, 2, 1. Right arm coming all the way forward. Pinky toe edge, the back foot is down. Body shape's a diagonal. Try to stay up off that left thigh. Sink a little further to the hips. Extend the elbows. Extend the fingers. Gazing forward for 3. Fearless warrior. 2, 1. Left hand to the earth. Right hand up to the ceiling here. Strong in the feet, strong in the legs. Rotating the trunk slightly to gaze towards the side wall, perhaps all the way to the ceiling. If you'd like to go for your bind, right hand comes to the low back. Left hand comes off the earth. Grabs the opposite wrist. Lift that heart up to the ceiling. For 3, 2, 1, and release the hands, release the back knee. Kondinyasa here, arm balance. Culmination of our warrior series on this side. Take your time, arms come to a push-up position. Eventually you're going to bend those elbows. Hook that left thigh to the inner left elbow, and the right elbow is going to grab onto the inner right thigh. Take your time, body's got to come forward. Get the elbows hooked to the hips, straighten the left leg, maybe come up off that back knee to the toes. Lift the chin, perhaps lift the back foot for just a moment. 3, 2, 1, and release. A is for attempt. Appreciate you giving that a chance. Building a lot of concentration, heat in the body. We'll all come to meet in child's pose. Forehead resting. Palms turn to face up. Buttocks to heels. Once again, can feel the heartbeat, signal of life. Can feel the 2 lungs ventilating, purifying the lower lobes, middle lobes, upper lobes. Beautiful heart, beautiful lungs. You connect to the beautiful nervous system. The brain is resting. Spinal cord is feeling the activation of fluid. The base of the spinal cord all the way up to the base of the skull, the brain stem, and then all the way through the beautiful, beautiful brain. Grateful for this amazing neurological network. Inhaling breath, let's rise up. Do the same thing on the other side. Warrior series. Place the hands, walk back. Parvokanasan, mountain pose. Take your time. Breathing momentarily in mountain pose. This time left heel is down, right leg's going to lift up. Your toe in line with the midline. Straighten the left elbow, press the left heel to the earth. Keep lifting that right leg a little further. For 3, 2, take an inhale. Exhale, right foot all the way down in front. Body knows the journey here. Going through the warrior series. Sink to the hips a little bit further here. So you might need a little bit more distance to do that. Sink down. Left hip coming forward, left shoulder coming forward, hands together, heart level. Right knee stays towards the midline. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Keep sinking. Arms lift, hips sink. Breath is steady. Smile on the face for 3, 2, 1. Release. You can feel the skeletal system here extending, all the bones moving through the different postures. This is Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 position. Full extension of the bones into space, activating, stretching muscles, tendons. Gazing towards the front fingertips. Virabhadrasana 2 for 3, 2, 1. Transitioning once again to Fearless Warrior. Legs are strong here. Smile at the shake in the front leg. Body's in a diagonal. Arms are reaching forward. For 3, 2, 1. Release right hand to the earth. Left hand to the ceiling. Stay strong in the feet, strong in the legs. Keep lifting that left hand all the way up. Stay light on that right hand if you'd like. You can go to your bind, left hand to the low back. Release the hand to grab for the wrist, or just keep the hand on the earth. Stay light on it, strong in the feet. Lift in the heart. 3, 2, 1, and release. Knee down. Heel toe on the front foot. Body shapes like a push-up here. Inner right elbow hooks to the inner right thigh. Left elbow is going to hook to the left thigh. That's probably the key here. As the body comes forward, you got to get it hooked. Now you've got a balance point. Straighten the right leg. Perhaps straighten the back leg. Get the knee up. Leave the toes down. Lift the chin. That may be your pose if possible. Straighten that right leg. Lift those left toes momentarily for 3, 2, 1. And come to meet Terra in child's pose. Slow down the breath. I'm grateful now for the beautiful skin, the dermis, largest organ on the body, covering the entire, every inch of our surface on the exterior, met with this beautiful, beautiful skin. You can feel the skin maybe starting to sweat, perspire. It's an alchemical mix of elements inside the body, the heat that we're developing, the Agni, the fire, mixing with the water element, bringing a feeling of steam, heat, an inner heat, purification, creating purification in and out through every cell in our skin, glistening, beautiful, vibrating, chronically activated skin. Grateful, grateful for the skin. Inhale, let's rise up. We will come to meet once again in Parvokonasana. This is mountain pose. Keep the right heel down. This time we'll lift the left leg once again, bending bending the knee, the elbow of the leg. Open up that left hip. Gonna keep the arm straight. Left arm and elbow are straight. Keep opening that left hip for 3, 2. Can gaze up over that round pit chest. 1. Inhale. Exhale. Left knee to left wrist. Find ourselves in our pigeon variations. Kapo, Tashan, proud pigeon is first. Walk the hands in line with the hips. And claw the hands if you need to. Just on the fingertips. Stay up on the pads of the fingers. Front shin is in contact with the earth. Big toe mound of that left leg stays active. Protect the knee. Key to this pose, of course, the back knee stays down. You can press the back foot to the earth, sink to the hips a little further. Gaze may come all the way up to the ceiling. You've got a variation, you may go for it. Otherwise, continuing to sink. For 3, 2, 1, and release right hand to the left knee or out in front, perhaps with that claw hand. Left hand coming back to the right thigh, twisted pigeon gaze towards the back corner of your mat. Just keep sinking to the hips for 3. Breathing deeply. 2, 1, and slowly release. If this front knee is happy where it's at, please leave it. Otherwise, we can move in the direction of splits or open up a little bit further to your degree of flexibility with a smile on the face. On exhaling breath, body is coming forward. In a prone position, you can release the weight of the head into the hands. If you've got the privilege, you can rest the head all the way to the earth. You make a pillow with the hands. Listen to your breath, your body. Make micro movements and adjustments. Again, stay centered on that back knee, but you can move slightly off to vary the sensations coming into the hips here. Stay with the breath and breathing. Slow it down, please. Each exhaling breath, you can feel like you're relaxing even further into the pose. Inhaling breath, walk the hands in line with the front of the mat. Come back to Parvokonasana, mountain pose. Turn the back toes. Left leg is coming all the way up. You can exit out if you'd like. You can walk it out if you'd like. And then let's all come to meet in Parvokonasana with the left heel down, right leg lifting towards the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip.
As I offered at the end of the last side, can gaze up towards the armpit chest on the right side. Keep both arms straight. Left heel coming to the earth for 3, 2. Inhale. Exhale.
Right knee to right wrist. Walk the back knee back. Let it be the stabilizing force as you walk the claw hands or the palms into the earth in line with the hips, lifting the chest. Plate towards the ceiling, gazing all the way up. Kapotasana, this is pigeon. Continue to breathe. Slowly center the head. Walk the left hand to the right knee or out in front to your degree of flexibility. Releasing the right hand all the way to the left thigh. Gazing towards the back corner of your mat. 3, 2, 1. Release the twist. Regroup in the front here. Walk that back knee back a little further. Perhaps the front ankle out a little bit more. If you want to go to your splits, Hanumanasana. Now's a great time. Otherwise, slowly on an exhaling breath, beginning to walk the body forward. Again, tune to the breath. Listening for slight movements, variations, subtle vibration, release of tension in the hips. Then let the weight of the head rest to the palms or all the way in a pillow or just forehead to the floor. Soften the muscles of the face. Breath, we're going to come up and out, place the hands, turn the back toes, come all the way up.
Go walk it out. You can exhale it. Whatever's most comfortable for you. Let's all come to meet in the center of our mat in an easy squatting position. Preparation for some arm balancing. We'll do Bakasana Crow to begin. Hands in front. Tara's giving you a side view. I'm going to keep coming from the front. Spread the fingertips. Press the knees into the triceps, perhaps to the back of the elbows. There should be a hinge there. Buttocks comes up. Gaze comes slightly forward, otherwise the head's going to come down. So look forward, extended neck slightly, and then one toe and the other. Walk towards the middle, perhaps play with the balance lifting. A is for attempt. If you'd like to go to your headstand, you've got a tripod headstand or a regular headstand in the middle of the room, please do so. Otherwise, let's play with the crow. Maybe one leg, maybe the other. Maybe one toe, maybe the other. A is for attempt here. You've gone to your tripod headstand. You can stay in that, or you can come to meet us in Sarvangasana. This will be the shoulder stand. Having fun, giving some variety of options here in our inversion sequence. If you feel like skipping the inversions altogether, that's okay. Take child's pose. Maybe legs up the wall, something easy for you if that's what you'd prefer. Otherwise, stay in your headstand or come to meet me in shoulder stand with a long spine, flat on the mat, hands to the earth. You can press to the hands, bring the knees to the chest. Hands to the low back. Toes coming up towards the ceiling, elbows in tight. Head and neck remain still. Gazing up towards the big toes, releasing the weight of gravity from the toes, from the calves, the thighs, sending all that lactic acid back to the heart to refresh itself. The venous return, the veins are appreciating this. Grateful for the veins for bringing the blood back to the heart. Beautiful circulatory system being aided here. Digestive system being flooded with fresh energy. Gazing between the big toes. Let's keep the right leg up. Left leg's coming all the way down towards the floor. If you're up in your headstand still, you want to try some variation. You can do splits like Tara's doing. one leg forward and the other, like I'm doing here in the shoulder stance. The left leg's going to come up. We'll try the right leg back. Up overhead. Again, if you're in the headstand, you want to vary and do some splits, please do so. Try eagle pose if you're up there in the headstand. Let's bring both legs together. We'll shift from our Sarvangasana here into Halasana. This is the plow, deeply relieving for the spine. You can leave the hands on the low back if you're like me and the feet don't touch the earth. If you want to interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together like we do in Dvikasana, like we do in bridge, please do so. Toes pressing down towards the earth. Can you keep pressing the heels? Gaze towards the belly button. Great for the thymus, hypothalamus. And when we're ready, slowly going to make our way out of this. Release the hands to the earth. Bring the spine back in contact, vertebra by vertebra with the mat. Take your time. You can keep the legs straight or bend the knees. Eventually coming to extend the legs out in front in preparation for everyone now. Fish pose. Heels together. Big toes together if possible. Hands are coming underneath the thighs and the buttocks. Real tight to the body if they don't make it underneath. Press to the elbows, lift the chest. Place the skull back to the earth. Keep lifting the chest. Try to get those big toes together, pointing away. Take the lower set of teeth past the upper set of teeth at our fish gills. Breathing deeply, please. Matsunjasan, fish pose. And slowly release the head, release the palms to the sides, release the ankles, release the toes. Bring the heels into the buttocks, hip distance apart. Go to some backward bending from the floor, palms to the earth. Press the hips up to the ceiling. Press the belly button. Make some space in the head and neck. Let's keep the head and neck still as the chest lifts. Keep the knees from flopping out side to side. If you've got the privilege to interlace the hands underneath as we peel the shoulder blades together, lifting the chest a little further. Chin comes in the direction of the chest. Let's keep the right leg down. We'll do some variations today. We'll lift the left leg up for a moment and switch. Press the left palm down, right leg up for a moment and switch. If you'd like to stay right there, play with the variations, please do so. If you want to go all the way to Chakrasana, now's a great time by releasing the hands. Fingertips come in line with the shoulders. Elbows try and stay in. Keep the elbows in, come to the top of the head. Take an inhalation, and when you're ready, straighten the arms, straighten the legs if you need to. Lift the heels. Keep lifting. Straightening the arms, lifting the hips for 3, 2, 1, and slowly release whatever back bend you're in, whatever variation you've taken. Let's go ahead and release it now. Release the palms to the sides, ankles flop to the sides. Take a moment, notice the beating of the heart. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Continue the deep breathing pattern, slowing down the heart. When you're ready, let's take the right knee into the right shoulder. Arms are going to come up around the shin or underneath the back of the hamstring. No tension in the arms. Squeeze the shoulder. Squeeze the knee in towards the shoulder. Activate the digestive system. So grateful for the digestive system, making any extra air start to clear out in the digestive process. And release release the right foot now to the left knee. Right arm comes out in a T position. Keep the right shoulder grounded. Inhale. And on an exhaling breath, use that left hand to guide the right knee over to the left side and come to the side leg on the left if you'd like. Turn the head and neck over to the right to your degree of flexibility. Eyes could be open or closed here. Listen to your body, what you're most needing. Is it morning? Is it night? Are you tired? Feeling invigorated? Let your practice be transformed by your feelings. One more exhalation. And on your next inhalation, let's rise that knee up. Get the right hip and buttock down. Press the right foot to the earth. Straighten the hips. Extend the right leg. Straighten the spine. Same thing on the other side. Left knee now up in the direction of the left shoulder. Squeezing in without any tension in the arms or the face. Again, releasing excess air from the digestive process, helping to hasten the descending colon. Left foot over to the right knee, right hand stays up, left arm out in a T position. Inhaling and exhaling that left knee over to the right. Make any adjustments. Turn the head and neck towards the left shoulder. Keep the left shoulder down. And twist over to that right side leg if it's comfortable for you. Inhale and exhale, please. Inhale, rising up. Place the left foot. Straighten the buttocks and spine, extend the left leg. Let's take both arms up and overhead. Can reach the right arm, right toes. Reach the left arm, left toes. Reach both arms. Inhale. Exhaling breath. Sit up, all the way up. In prep for our forward fold, we're going to swing around, come meet you in the front. A little bit forward fold. Buttocks. Fleshy part of the buttocks is away. Sit bones down, heels down, toes up, arms up. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Did a lot of work this morning, so let's enjoy the forward fold here. Move slowly with the breath, deliberately with the body. We've got a lot of heat that we've built. Taking advantage. Slowing down the breath. Forehead coming in the direction of the shins. If you can't reach the toes, perfectly okay. Grab to the knees or the shins. Keep pulling the body forward. Breathing deeply for 5, 4, keep breathing. 3, coming to the maximization of this posture this morning. 2, 1, and slowly release. We'll come into Navasana, boat pose. Bring the buttocks in the direction of the chest. Kind of come to your sit bones here. Find a balance point. You can extend the legs. And keep the knees bent if you need. Otherwise, straighten the legs. Peel the shoulder blades back. Gaze towards those big toes. For 3, 2. Let's start Kapalabhati, forceful exhalations. Bend the knees, big toes, peace fingers, grab straighten the legs for 3. Keep straightening the legs. 2. Let's widen the legs real wide. Lift the chest for 3, 2. Legs together. See if you can bring the forehead to the shins. Play for a little bit until you fall out of it. It's okay if you wobble. Forehead to shins. 2, 1. And release. Everybody's favorite yoga posture. Shavasana. This is corpse pose. Remove the hair bun. Find your blanket if you've got one.
Turn the palms to face up, just a few inches away from the body. Turn the ankles to flop out about hip distance. Eyes come closed. Feeling the weight and support of gravity on as much of the backside of your body as possible. Let's turn all of our attention inward to the breath and breathing at the nostrils. Trying not to fall asleep. Stay with the movement of the breath at the nostrils, and let's commit to remain a witness to this practice, meaning we will not be doing it. We're simply observing the breath. Become the one who witnesses. We'll shift our attention to the belly button. Watching the breath at the belly button. Belly rise and fall with each passing inhalation and exhalation. Let's count the breath backwards now from 10 with each belly rise and each belly fall, counting. Belly rise at 10. Belly falls at 10. Belly rise at 9. The belly falls at 9. Stay with the count, your breath, all the way down to 1, remaining a witness. Natural inhalations and exhalations. As you come to 1, you can release the count, release the breath, release your attention to drift freely wherever it will. You can use your concentration to be aware of sensations, vibrations, movement of prana, energy, internal systems, cellular level inside the body, perhaps on a subtle level in and around the body. Surrender any thoughts. If you notice the thinking mind creeping in, simply let whatever that thought is be exactly what it is and pass. Deepening awareness of a relaxed body, lying still on the floor. Without any effort, without any strain. Letting all things be exactly as they are. Shavasana, corpse pose, natural, restorative energies returning the body to equilibrium, healing posture. Giving the body ample opportunity to do what it knows how. Restore balance. Mind is resting. Breath is easy, wherever it wants to go. Totally relax. Completely let go. attention, becoming aware of the breath and breathing at the belly button once again. Let's begin to deepen the breath, mindfully expanding the inhalation, slowing down the exhalations. Taking our time in the transition. As the breath deepens, the body can begin to awaken once again, can wiggle the head and the nose, the finger and the toes. Any natural movement that wants to arise for you, you can reach, you can stretch, you can remain still, listening to your body. Guiding ourselves effortlessly now to an easy side lying position. Take your time. Eyes remaining closed. Go back to stillness. Trust in this deep awareness that we've created. There's a doorway to your innermost self. It always remains open. Trust that you can always go back to this deep and restful place. With the strength of the hands, we'll come press ourselves up to a comfortable seat. Eyes remaining closed, long spine, palms resting to the knees. Smooth face. Energetic attention at the brow center. Calm and restful mind. Direct impact of the classical yoga practice. Grateful for the calm mind. Tune your breath. Noticing the ease of the inhalations and the exhalations. Again, a direct impact of our classical practice this morning. Grateful for the breath. Bring the hands together at heart level. Bowing to the Lord in the heart, the innermost self. Grateful for these sacred teachings and beautiful Saibro Ohana that is uniting us, keeping us connected in these practices. Closing customarily, Namaste. Now eyes to come open, you lift the head. Take your time. Mahalo. Thank you. Thank you. Lovely practice. We appreciate sharing. We wish you a fantastic day. Extend this feeling of meditative equanimity with you out into the day. Take it out into the day. The world needs most is people that are awake and alive. Let people see you and notice that something is different. And then tell them about our yoga channel. Invite your mom, your brother, your spouse, maybe the people you teach. Get them all over here. We're having a blast. We love sharing. We love to get more and more people on with us. The feedback is great. Send us comments, send us your thoughts, send us feedback if you'd like to see different classes, different schedules. We are always listening to what you have to say, so we appreciate it. Thank you. Subscribe, like, notify, all the good things, and we will see you back on the mat Tuesday tomorrow with Terra. You guys are going to have a lot of fun. Yoga for the organs, and we'll see you soon. Namaste.